So, a little while back, I was sitting on my computer surfing the internet as I'm accustomed to doing, looking for various action figure finds, and then I stumbled upon these here Teen Titans Go to the Movies Face Swapper action figures, and I said to myself, what are these? Well, the only way to find out is to buy them and bring them to the channel, so here they are on the channel. Now let's have a look at these DC Comics action figure oddities together. I'm not gonna lie, I picked these up for the simple fact that they're just weird. I mean, just look at these things. They're so strange looking. What an odd concept that you would take off the mouths and the eyes and stick them on the face in another spot. I mean, I guess it's not too odd because these are marketed towards children and not adult collectors, but still, it's weird. Anyhow, over the course of me yakking, you've clearly seen the front of the package, and you've seen bits and pieces of the back. Well, here's a slow movement of the back of the Superman package so you can see absolutely everything. Yep, it's still going. And that's kind of creepy, like I said.
Hi, I'm a Superman robot. Be my friend. Be my friend. Be my friend.
And look, you can get Cyborg, Robin, and Beast Boy. Oh goody! And the back of the package, the back, I guess it kind of fits. The back of the Batman package, it's the same thing. It's creepy Batman with no eyes and no mouth. The other figures you can get in the wave, except for it's Deathstroke and Robin and Raven. And then you got two other options of where you can put Batman's mouths and eyes, which would clearly get lost if I gave this to a 4-year-old. And honestly, seriously, this says 4 and up. Don't give them to people under 3 because then they'll just put the eyes and the mouths in their mouth and then they'll chew them and maybe choke on them, and no one wants that. We love kids. All right, so less talky, more rippy. 1, get out. 2. All right, and here we have Superman and Batman with accompanying facial features. Not gonna lie, this Batman has probably the bummiest looking bum chin I've ever seen on a Batman figure in my entire life. The entire lower half of his face looks like a butt. Now these guys really are a strange oddity indeed, because who came up with the idea of interchangeable mouths and eyeballs? That's really strange. Okay, let's look at each figure first before we get into the rest of the video. So you can see these guys are really beefy. Look at that. He's all pecs and no anything else. It's just like he goes right from pecs to waist. That's exaggerated. I mean, seriously, one thing's for sure. This is the most exaggerated Superman figure I've seen in my whole life. Look at how giant that upper body is, and look at how weensy tiny, straight, non-muscular, pencil-legged his bottom half is. And this is what it looks like when you skip leg day. Now, one thing that is noticeable right away with these figures is how simplistic the paint job is, as well, as in sculpted detail, no, there isn't any, which is fine. I mean, these are just figures marketed towards 4-year-olds, right? So the boot there, the boots are all the lines painted. You got the outside trunks and the belt, and you can see where they've just kind of put the yellow paint on top of the red paint there. Then you got his big old S on his chest. Didn't put the triangle in the top there. But again, this is a kid's toy, and they're not going to be as discerning as a lot of adults. And then the cape, the line is just painted on right there. So it's all painted on detail. And then you got the cape that attaches right there along that back line there. And, oh, and as usual, it's got the thingamajig in the back that connects it right to the body. But overall, this is just a really simple figure with, you know what, that's actually okay arm articulation, at least in the shoulder department. I mean, no elbows, of course, nothing like that. And he's got spinny hands, so that's it. Look at that. My God, it looks like Superman's either been working out way too much or hitting the McDonald's and eating way too many cheeseburgers. Look at the size of those arms. They're massive. They match the chest. Friends, don't let friends skip leg day. Old Batsy is much the same. All that detail has been painted on. So the boots, the utility belt, the symbol on the chest, the cowl line up here, the gloves, all the detail has been painted on, except for he gets the sculpted scallops at the forearms here. But other than that, and you know, of course, the head sculpt. I mean, they couldn't just reuse the same face sculpt. That would have just been too obvious. This is just a very, very basic child's figure. Oh, and the cape obviously is going to be new, right? They didn't just reuse the same. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. It's the same wrinkles. So digitally in the computer, it must have been the same cape, except for they made some alterations for the scallops down here at the bottom. Now, the one thing I will say, though, for a child's figure, the paint job on these is actually fairly tidy, though. I'm going to go out of my way to say that The paint job on these is actually neater than a lot of the multiverse figures that I've received as of late. Like, I can't look at this and go, man, that just looks so sloppy. It for what it is, it looks actually very good. The articulation for Batman is going to be the same as Superman's. The shoulders, they do like this, they're on the thing, and then you got the do like that, and then you got the head, obviously. I actually didn't go all the way through Superman's articulation, did I? No. I didn't. I just got sidetracked. Hi, I'm Brad. I got sidetracked. And then, of course, he has basic city legs for sitting or running. They could be running legs or marching or kicking legs. All right, let's do some facial rearranging, shall we? That's right, Batman. I've always wanted to rearrange your face. Everyone thinks you're cooler than me. No, Soups. What? That's not what I meant. It isn't? No. I mean, we're gonna pull off your eyeballs and we're gonna... What, you okay? No, I'm just kidding. I was designed to have my eyeballs taken out of my head. Ah! Really? Are you so? No, I'm just kidding. You fell for it again. Okay, so now that the painful part has been done and their faces have been ripped off, I didn't even show you Batman. He put up a big fight. You can see that there are a ton of different options for where you can put the eyeballs up, down, all around, mouths facing up, facing down. And then, of course, since we have them both, it wouldn't be complete until we'd swapped over facial features for both characters. And sometimes it works out really well, and other times you're just, ugh. But either way, if you're into this kind of thing, or your kids are into this kind of thing, and you want to take the chance on them not losing all the facial features the second they get them out of the package, these might be a fun kind of thing for them to play with. Or also, if you're just like me, you're an adult collector who collects Superman and Batman figures as well as all the rest of the DC characters, but heavy on the Batman and the Superman, then you might want to pick these up because they're just simple, good, childish fun. And as I've said in previous videos, I don't just collect action figures so that I can be one of those cool adult collectors who has the action figure with a jillion parts of articulation. They're cool too, believe me, I like them. But sometimes it's just nice to collect things that remind you of what it was to be a kid, things that make you feel like a kid again when you take them out of the package. Not everyone's going to have the same reasons for collecting. For me, sometimes just the plain fun of it is why I pick something up. Other times, I pick it up because it's a really cool, awesome looking DC piece that really captures the likeness of the characters. But in this case, it's just because they're fun, and they're a bit of an oddity, and I wanted to really get them in hand and see what they were like. And I'm glad I did, because these little guys here are fantastic. I'm aware that these won't really appeal to most of the adult collector market, but they do to me, so I was happy to bring them to the channel. Anyway, that's the end of the video, so hopefully you enjoyed it. If you found this fun or useful in any way, please take the time to leave a like on it. If you want to see more of my face and hands show up in your inbox, then I invite you to become a super friend and join the DC squad by hitting the red subscribe button and then dinging the bell. Any comments you have, leave them down in the comment section below, and have a DC day. See you guys later.